Welcome to a video, guys, that you guys requested from the last stream. What we were doing is a tips and tricks video showing you what's the best things to do from World 1 to 5. I have done loads of rebirthing, I have done a bunch of super rebirths as well, so I did kind of also spend on my super rebirths as well, trying back to 15, because I did these. But I'm going to show you what's the best thing to do from World 1 to World 5. What you should be training, what you should be doing after it. So if you're only just starting off in the game, there is going to be a bunch of codes you guys can put in, which I will leave in the description or in the pinned comments. Be a pinned comment, either one of those, for you guys to copy and do those. But if once you put all the codes in, you should have a couple wins to spend. You want to go over to this egg here and spend them onto this egg, because the epic one, let me see if I can get a legendary one. So if you can get either one of those or one of those, the top 3, they'll be perfectly fine. For example, they do base ones is 34 and base is 57. So if you guys do end up getting a bunch of wins off and you're only just starting, buy that egg. But if you're World 1 and you want to know what's the best thing to train, best thing to train is World 1 is fists. Obviously if you haven't got VIP, you'll be doing the one next to me, but you'll be training fists. Then once you've defeated, you got it far enough after doing them few tips on World 1, you don't need to buy these eggs, so don't worry about these guys. Just focus on doing knuckles, buying these eggs and grinding these bosses, these characters. Once you've entered World 2, training is still the same. You still want to do knuckles. Still the best thing to do. I would still recommend grinding wins off these guys, and still going over to back to World 1 and grinding this egg if you're only just starting off. So once you've done that for World 1 and 2, you might be still being in World 2 for quite some time, but once you have finally hit World 3, what you're going to be doing in World 3, if you've got VIP, do fists. But if you don't have VIP, you're going to be training hands. You want to train hands as non-VIP. But the best thing to do in World 3 is once you've trained enough to defeat up to either one of these, and you've got no super rebirths, I'd recommend getting loads of super rebirths, but if your pets are not that great, then I'd wait until you're in World 4 to get some pets from here, because I'll show you in a minute why. But once you've hit World 3 and you can defeat these, which I know this guy's going to be taking some time. So if you have time and your pets that you got from World 1 are no longer doable, go to the Atlantic world and train in the Atlantic world. If you can let me in, that is. Okay, it doesn't want to let me in Atlantic world for some reason. Oh, there we go. So if you're in Atlantic world, I'd say grind biceps like this. I obviously gain a lot from lifting, but I'd say grind World 4 until you can defeat the Poseidon boss. Because once you can defeat the Poseidon boss, I'll show you why. I get 14 million a time, but you'd only get 17 as a normal person, so you'd only get 7 million. So once you have millions of wins, come and buy this egg here. This egg, obviously I can't afford it, I'm missing a bit, but this egg is the best. You do not want the first one, always lock him off. Unless you want to get him a bunch and get him into goldens, rainbows, void, or whatever you guys want to do. Focus on 25% and a 5%, which is the water crab and the devil crab. If you get lucky to hatch these are one of the best pets at the time, until the Dino World came out. Right, from there, I am not even in World 4 yet, so I'm going to pause the recording and I'll be right back. Oh yeah, also a quick disclaimer that I forgot to mention. Fighting this Kraken boss once you can will take some time if you do not have winner 3 pets, which I'm going to show you the best strategy to do them as well in very shortly once you are in World 4. You do want to be in World 4 for doing this method, because you are going to be wasting a lot, and I mean a lot, of rebirths. So once I'm in World 4, I'll be right back to show you the training method in there and the best way to get winner 3s or whatever you guys are looking for your selecting your teams. Alright, I'm back and I'm in World 4, and while I was gone I also failed to mention one key important thing. Well, should I say two actually. Do not forget to do Rebirths, and when it comes to trails, do not forget to buy every new one you can possibly buy. For example, I can now buy the 1.5 trillion one, but that's nothing to me now. So and also I'm going to put all my wins I just have into Rebirths, even though I don't need to. So now you're in World 4. Do not worry about doing hands. Do not worry about doing knuckles. The only time you want to worry about knuckles is when you're in World 5, and I'll get to that point very shortly, and I'll tell you why you want to do knuckles instead of hands and biceps in World 5. So when you're in World 4, you do want to do the dumbbells, but you want to pick up the barbells. So auto train, you want to put auto train on biceps, which does the and then go grab the dumbbells and then go do the barbells. You can pick that up and it should auto train for you. So with World 4, this is the best one you can be doing, or should be doing, without fail. And it will take you some time to get to all the way up to World 5. But while you're here and you do get a bunch of wins, you're in the QA wins and not the QIs, I'd say if you've got you want better pets in the Atlantic world, I would say lock off all of these besides these ones. You want the bottom 3, well the bottom 2, this one's going to be hard to hit, but you want these bottom 2, you don't want any of them top ones. And then hatch those, because they give you about max multiplier you have those about 60. So yeah, that'd be probably the best multiplier you can do for World 4. I can't exactly show you World 5 for a very long time, so I will have to cut back in a very long break once I have hit World 5 and show you why you want to be training knuckles in World 5. In fact, I know I've just cut back really quick because I just also, while you're playing in the server now, you do want to be focusing on friends boosts. I know I'm skipping out and forgetting a lot of things because there's so much to cover. You do want to focus on friends boosts, so I would advise like adding people or inviting friends to your server. Again, the friend boost, because every 10% friend boost is very handy. And with the new update, there is a 1% every minute. So if you play for 2 hours, you get 120% multiplier, which is very overpowered and very handy for free-to-play players. And if you do want really good like golden keys, gold keys, diamond keys, when you can afford diamond crates, do these challenges if you guys are interested. If not, you can. They are the best way to earn the keys. The very best way to earn keys. Otherwise, you've got to stick with the percentage drops of all these bosses, which are very low. World 1, you don't get goldens. You only get bronze and silver. Maybe a bit gold, I think, as well. But you do not get diamonds. You will not earn diamond keys till you release World 3 or 4. Either one of those. Rest of them, you can own up to gold keys. But the bronze keys get more and more easier to get for some reason. Not harder. So there is a bit of a weird balancing on them keys. But if you do want the gold and silver or gold or diamond keys, I would focus on these quests on the bottom right. And if you guys are also interested in getting better pets and you're not getting dino pets or you haven't got anything OP, I would go to your pets, go to blueprints. If you do want to buy tickets, buy tickets. If not, you can grind the tickets or wait for your daily ticket. And I would grind these. This is a 50,000 diamond cat, 100k, 240k. So if you guys do, these are all babies, by the way. So if you do get these this final one to like a huge, that'd be very overpowered, even if it was a golden and void. Golden and void. My bad for the yawn. Golden and void. and a brain board. That'd be very overpowered. It'd be probably the best one. It is the best pet in the game like that. Without a doubt. If you get a ghost as well, that'd be even 10 times better. But also there is teams as well you guys can set up. Like I mentioned before, like I have a lucky 3 team, a winner 3 team, and a power team. All for different reasons. One for training, one for wins, and one for hatching. But I will cut back again in a probably a very short, but I'd say very long break, because I don't know how long it's going to take me to get to World 5. But once I'm in World 5, I will cut back, so see you there. Right, I am now back, chat. I have spent all my thingy into Rebirth. Oh, going to World 5 and spent it all into Rebirths. I made sure I bought the best trial I could before I left. Before I spent it all, obviously. But guys, once you are in World 5, do not bother doing these. These are absolutely terrible. They are worst thing they've added in this area. It does absolutely nothing. It is 10 times worse than anything else you could do. I will show you now. If you want to train hands, I'm not going to blame if you want to train hands. You do gain 147 trillion. Well, if you had all this maxed out and you reversed maxed out, you probably get more than what I'm getting. But if you was to do biceps, you can't. You have to go back to World 4 and pick up biceps. So let's pick up bicep. Let's do bicep and then pick up the dumbbell. So World 4 I only gain 300 trillion. So if I went to a World 5, I went there, I gain 324 with what boost I have currently. But the best thing that I think that you can train personally is going back to World 4 and training knuckles until you have at least 15 QA into knuckles. I'm not going to sit here and train it. I'm not going to sit here and waste that time, so I don't have everything that I could possibly do to get there. But once you are maximum on everything, do focus on training knuckles till 15 QI, because once you're at 15 QI, I'm not gonna be able to go very far, but you will be able to go through nearly all these walls, and you do want to AFK these walls until you can go through them hit them every single one by one. And if you don't want to AFK them and you're actually doing some manually grinding, do go through this wall. But if you do go AFK overnight and you still can't AFK this one by clicking this and then this, just carry on doing this all night. Should come back to a lot of power. But if you are very overpowered in like 300 QI, I do recommend grinding this boss for a very long time. New quest has arrived. And if you do have some double wins potions, do activate them. If not, don't worry. Don't need them. It's just gonna be a lot longer and a lot longer to grind it. But once you can grind all these bosses you possibly can, I would say get to maximum rebus first, maximum super rebus first before you do any of stuff like this in World 5. You can just get to 300 QA. So let me just show you real quick. I don't think I can get there within here that quick. No, actually I can. Get to 360 Q. Is it? Is that what it says on there? 366 QA. I don't think you need to get there. But I am gonna try. I think it's this guy here. Yeah, it's this guy. You only need 200. It is recommending higher because it is a bit of a tedious otherwise. If you have a full team of winner threes, like I mentioned earlier, you should earn 16 Q. Is it 16 QI? You should earn 16 QI per win, at least. If you have a full team of winner threes. If not obviously. If you don't have all these, I can have equipped 24. Don't worry about it. Just get the maximum you can on your team. Set up these teams like I mentioned before, and grind these. Every time there's a new update, I will be leaking the new strategy as well, so you could be doing for the next world. What's the best thing to train in that world? But once you can hatch a bunch of these, then focus on all these. You could take this one off, focus on these two, but if you don't want that one either, just focus on the 20%, because the 20% is the best one to have on your team. For example, all 756Ks or 1.1 million. Obviously, we'll say the there we go, 1.1 mil right there, if you can get ghost on them. If not, if you get these gem T-Rexes and you can get the golden void ghost, that is a 1.6. I do not know about the rainbow version. I think that's like 1.3. And I think like glowing is like 1.2, 1 something like that. I don't know about every single one of them, but that's everything I can do and say for you guys. But do not, like I mentioned, do not forget to do all your super rebirths, because all the super rebirths you do will have a permanent boost. For example, if I go back to my rebirths, I have a permanent 1060 multiplier after that super rebirth. So I'm going to leave that there for you guys. I hope you guys did enjoy the tips and tricks. If you guys do want more videos to be coming out, and just comment down below what you would like to see on the game, or what other games you would like to see, and I will do them. But yeah, that's got to be the end of it for this video. Oh yeah, don't forget, oh yeah, one last thing, do not forget about the index doing 50 to get one extra pet slot, and that'll be very handy as well. But I'm going to give you a quick leak of my Discord name if you guys do want to add me on Discord and become a part of the group. Well, the Discord, I think it's the Discord group, the Discord server, whatever you guys want to call it. Here it is on screen. That is my Discord user right there. Go and add me on Discord, and I'll invite you to the server, because I can't put links down in the description. It does not allow me. I do not have the permission for you guys to click on the usable links. So yeah, but one thing as well, guys, I will be picking every comment, so one lucky viewer that's in the comments of each video to win a free rainbow gem Triceratops, whatever you guys want to call it. You'll be earning one of those every video. We'll be giving one of those out every video if I'm streaming this game. If I'm not streaming this game, then I won't. Or if I'm not recording this game or doing a stream on this game, there'll be no giveaways of these. But since there's a video on this game, I'll be picking a lucky viewer for in the comments for this video, for the next one, to give one of these away. So just comment noti gang, or like something you guys think would be good for the noti view for you guys in the comments, what you guys want to call yourselves. And I think that's the end of it, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.